This is the next video. This is GTA 6 is everything wrong with society. I seen this after we watched the thumbnail and I was like, yeah, I gotta check this out because what do you mean this is everything wrong with society? This is everything right. I want to play the out of this game. So let me see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I like to see other people's opinions, so let's check it out.
There's one big question on people's minds. After over a decade since GTA 5, what does Rockstar have in store this time? The bar couldn't possibly be higher. Thanks to its massive release and its online economy, GTA 5 is probably the highest grossing piece of media of all time.
Never.
The only one above it.
GTA 5 is probably the highest grossing piece of media.
I ain't gonna lie. Minecraft got that beat. September 17th of 2013. Damn. It's been over 10 years and it'll be 12 once it drops. About 12. Minecraft though, that boy 150 million, that they said, you know, I had to double it. Minecraft going crazy.
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry. This week, Grand Theft Auto 5 pulled in $1 billion in sales in 3 days. No movie or music release has ever come close to that.
1 billion? Damn! In a weekend? And they milked that chat. They milked it for years. I never realized how much, like, I knew they made billions, but in the first weekend, ran up a billy is crazy. That is absurd. Yeah, GTA 6, I think it's gonna double it. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm here for Grand Theft.
Because if you think about it, games back then were like 50. Well, they were like 50, 40, they were like $50, right? The games was for sure like 50. So now they trying to charge niggas 70 plus more people been waiting on it. 70 plus. There's a lot more gamers, a lot of more content creators, a lot more people who, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna upcharge that. That bit probably gonna be like 80, almost 90, probably 100 for the base version. And I think they're gonna release other versions of it that come with like shark money or some shit for online or some shit like that. Or like crazy money for the store. Yeah, they gonna do some crazy outlandish shit to try to make a $150. Did you see that the president? I think it was like the president of Rockstar was trying to he wanted to charge niggas $5 an hour to play the game. He wanted to charge niggas $5 an hour to play the game. Are you high? You pull that bullshit, I promise you, nobody's playing that. Because nobody's paying you. That's a fucking full-time job, nigga. That's barely over minimum wage. You think niggas is really gonna play that? Are you high? You better lock in instead of selling price. Niggas is already paying monthly for online to play the online shit. And spending in-game currency. Suck dick.
Auto 5.
Yeah. Reaching over $6 billion, a figure that Rockstar would be lucky to match the next time round. But with a reported development budget between $1 and $2 billion alone for GTA 6, people will be expecting the world. Most of all, people are going to be looking for something that builds on what GTA 5 did so well. The sheer scale of the game was one of the things that really blew people away. The way—
Damn, bro, with like the mods, the upgraded mods and the ray tracing and shit, the GTA 5 looks fucking good.
5 did so well. The sheer—
like, it don't look that good online, but like the story mode version of that shit,
scale of the game was one of the things that really—
you can make it look really fucking good. And that's GTA 5, chat. That's not even the new one.
Blew people away. The way the world seemed so alive and the heist missions were dazzling spectacles which acted like mini finales. The story and the characters were incredibly well done, if a little all over the place. You could definitely tell that each plot point had at least 50 writers working on it, but that didn't stop the dialogue from being snappy and the characters from being some of the funniest and most interesting we've seen in a long while. At the end of the day, any game where you can steal a blimp has at least something going for it. What cemented it all together though were the mechanics of the game. Everything from the driving, the flying, the combat mechanics, it all worked pretty much.
I ain't gonna lie, chat, there was a time where niggas was addicted to GTA. Like, it came in spurts. It was like, I was addicted to GTA for 2 years and then fell off of it, got back on with the homies, got back addicted to it. That was probably like So like it dropped 2013. I was addicted from 2013 to probably like the end of 2014. Stopped playing it for a little bit. Got back on it 2015 to 2016, and then got back on it 2017. No, 2017 to yeah. Bro, it was like random spurts. I finally got off GTA fully. Probably like 2019, 2020. I haven't played it since then.
Perfectly, a massive step up over the previous games in the series. If any of these elements were subpar, it would have...
I'm gonna be honest though, GTA 4 paved the way for online on GTA, bruh. Like, cause niggas was not, bro, the just being able to do like the TDM and shit and then run around, that shit was so fun and nobody was like really doing that. So it made it so much more, you know? And then it was like, all right, GTA Online, need that. And they held it down, bruh.
Ruin the entire game. If the driving felt clunky or stiff, then it would have turned all the long drives into a chore rather than a welcome change of pace. Instead, the time you spend driving just seems to disappear. And this focus on the core mechanics actually being fun over and over again is what's missing from so many games today. But for GTA, it was what enabled Rockstar to turn it into a massively successful MMO that's been running for nearly a decade straight. If Rockstar doesn't get these essentials right for GTA 6, then it might turn out as one of the biggest blunders of all time, but it's unlikely. So then what do we know about the game so far? Well, speculation about GTA 6 has been going on for years and years now, but it wasn't until 2020 that we learned anything concrete. Even that was part of a leak from the company. In a Kotaku reports, insiders...
Bro, you could tell that's how you know they took too long, bro. When, like, it seemed like every month there was a GTA fucking leak, bro. Every month there was a GTA leak. Like, god damn. They didn't want the bro. They're like, bro, we need this. Y'all taking too fucking long. You know what I'm saying? You can only wait so fucking long.
The studio said it was still a ways away, but they did have some details even at such an early point. Rockstar has and still is infamous for their culture of crunch and overworking their developers. Anyone who's played Red Dead Redemption 2 will know the sheer amount of time that must have gone into each tiny detail. So to try and ease the burden, sources of the company said...
I missed out on Red Dead, and I kind of fucked. Like, that's... Bro, the Red Dead RP that niggas was playing, I definitely wanted to check that out, bro. Simba, my brother watches you a lot. Can you say hi, Neo? What's good, Neo? I didn't want it to play that. I missed out. Did you see when Dante and them was playing Red Dead RP? It shit looks so fun. And we tried to find a RP server for Red Dead, but it was just so many like rules and it made it whack.
That the game would be limited in scope at first, but expand over time as new content gets added. Although whether this is just an excuse for Rockstar to repackage paid DLC is another story. Other than that though, details were scant. It wasn't until last year that we really learned some of the details. 5 months after Rockstar officially announced it was coming out, Bloomberg released a report on some of the upcoming game's main features. We learned that the game would originally start off in Miami, a fact that was later all but confirmed when development footage was leaked. It wasn't long before people took some of the buildings they saw and matched them exactly to some of Miami's real-life structures.
That's what I told you, and that motherfucker said Dale County. Dale County is Miami. That is the, you know what I'm saying? Keep forgetting this is a live stream. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. You be watching the videos on the tube, don't you? Where you be pausing and fast forwarding. Nah, you gotta sit with me through the whole thing. Through the whole thing.
People took some of the buildings they saw and matched them exactly to some of Miami's real-life structures. One detail though was that while the map was going to be smaller than usual, it would have far more indoor locations. Rockstar games have always been more focused on immersion in a real world. So
I'm gonna be honest though, chat, all that that desert land and stuff like that they had in GTA 5, they can make the map small and make it more cities. I think it'll be fun. Driving through all that desert land, it seemed fun at the time, but it just gets to be a lot, especially when you have missions all the way out there and you gotta come back to the city. That shit is annoying.
This will be a welcome change. On top of this, the game was confirmed to have 2 protagonists, one male and one female. Maybe a step back from the 3 main characters of GTA 5, but still interesting. Not many people base their judgments about a game on the amount of protagonists anyway, but a few months later and there would be a much larger leak, showing footage from the unfinished game, raw code and even some voice acting from scenes in the game. Lots of it was scrubbed by Rockstar shortly afterwards, although what was seen confirmed some early reports about the game. And the leaker actually turned out to be a 17-year-old from Britain who had hacked into Rockstar with a fire TV stick in a hotel room connected to his mobile phone. And it wouldn't be all that surprising.
What? That whole leak, bro, that actually, he might be a genius.
Hacked into Rockstar with a Fire
He hacked into Rockstar with a Fire TV stick in a hotel room. That's absurd. That he's top tier nerd of the world, bruh.
TV stick in a hotel room connected to his mobile phone. And it wouldn't be all that surprising if a similar character ended up in the game itself. But outside of the confirmed details, we can make a lot of pretty strong predictions based on both what Rockstar's done with their previous games as well as a little common sense. But before we continue, I want to talk about a video sponsor.
Okay.
/moon to start your 2-week free trial.
It's your
Also
bread,
linked
gang.
down in the description.
It's not for me.
Below. There will almost certainly be an online side of the game, most likely separate from the single player. GTA's online shark cards and microtransaction kept the company afloat for a decade, promising perpetual income for very little effort in comparison. Their effectiveness is most likely a large part of why we haven't gotten GTA.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I never bought a shark card. But now that I get paid to play, now that I'm making the moolah, and this is all, it'll all be a write-off. I'm buying like 5 or 6 shark cards. I'm coming out that motherfucker with millions of dollars. You know how frustrating it was to do a heist and then niggas would never, like, we would get all the way to the end and not get the bread, bruh. We would not get the bread because niggas did not want to do the last, bruh. It would be so frustrating to have to try to set up a heist. Bro, I was like, I had like a mil, and that was probably like at most at one time. I never was able to get an exceeding amount of money because niggas just could not, you know what I'm saying? They were so annoying to do, bro. Everybody needed to play their part, and niggas was not playing their part. And what's so fucked is you had to have 4 people. If you did not have 4 people, you would have to start to have, like, bro, just let me do the heist by myself.
GTA 6 sooner. Rockstar were pretty much releasing a game every year before GTA Online came out. Since then, we've seen just one major release in a decade. Another thing we can almost certainly expect is a focus on satire. GTA 5 was full of it, as were the other games in the franchise, but today it's going to be a bit trickier. Past 10 years have seen real life surpass fiction in how absurd and comical it is. Things we laughed at yesterday are normal today.
I'm gonna be honest though, Grand Theft Auto is Grand Theft Auto. It's literally named after a crime. If they don't have good fucking jokes and appear to this woke ass shit, it's gonna be annoying. Niggas was saying, now low key, niggas was saying having a female character is woke. No, the fuck, no, it's not. It's actually fucking dope as fuck. Like, lock in, be a fucking man. God, take your dick out your hand and explore and have fucking fun for once. Bless you, thank you. But I don't want it to not be a good joke.
Today, and so it's hard to imagine how Rockstar and their legions of writers will come up with anything more crazy than what's in the news. Could Life Invader from GTA 5 really be renamed into something dumber than Meta? Or could they come up with anything more redundant than X? How could they even approach how insane and over the top modern politics is today? Judging by what we saw in the last game though, there's a few obvious paths they could take. 2 characters from GTA 5 that seem so much more relevant now are Michael's 2 children, Jimmy and Tracy. Jimmy is the stereotypical gamer. He's a toxic man-child, unaware of how awkward he is, while also blaming everyone around him for the fact he spends all day smoking and playing games. If they didn't drill it in enough already, he's literally got the word entitled tattooed on his neck. Tracy is on the other side of the coin. A stereotypical blonde airhead. She goes through life entirely obsessed with status, image, and her own popularity. She throws tantrums, is even more spoiled than her brother, and she's painfully naive. This was Rockstar's over-the-top but disturbingly accurate portrayal of teenagers at the time the game came out. And today, nothing's really changed, except that these people grew up and now they're the ones setting the example and guiding social media for everyone younger than them.
Yo, what Sniper Wolf had to do with it? Wait, why did he just throw her face in there like that? She had nothing to do with it. Nice hair, thank you, bruh. I just had to put it up because it's tattooed.
It's a self-perpetuating cycle that began with people like these characters. And so you can be sure that Rockstar's gonna roast the hell out of them. The Jimmys and Traces of yesterday are the influencers of today.
Yo, they do if they pull off the TikTokers perfectly, the corny cringe TikTokers, Oh my God. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it.
Day, the most entitled, degenerate people making the most money of all. Considering how blatant and clearly greedy some influencers are. Every week, like clockwork, there's another controversy about some influencer pushing some awful product, usually a scam, whilst failing to hide how stupid they think their audience is. Just look at one of Pokemon's most recent scandals, trying to sell $28 cookies, then insulting the people who call.
Damn, what did Pokemon have to do with GTA? Damn, nah, this nigga's throwing mad strays, bro. Nigga throwing mad strays, bro.
Out on it by saying they're just poor and stupid. Cookies that are just an obvious rebrand of some other, more cheaper cookie. Let alone all the crypto scams that influencers like Logan Paul push. Equally likely though is Rockstar making fun of both the Sims, calling these people queen unironically.
So Ruby Rose is a very popular individual right now, and she posted this on Twitter.
Bro, that nigga's crazy. That nigga is crazy. He has sent her $642,000, right? He has sent her $642,000. That's her #1 spender on OnlyFans. Bro, the nigga tattooed her face on her fucking on his leg. Bro, if you go on her Twitter and look at the fucking what's her name, you can literally. My bad, yo. But if you go look at it on Twitter, he sends her messages. Like messages, a bunch of fucking messages all the time. A bunch. And then he just recently sent her a picture of him getting a tattoo of her. Big as fuck, by the way. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you. I can't lose. How can I lose? Ashley didn't close it. He's literally right back in here. Look. Look at this shit. Look. No responses, bro. Just texting, bruh. Bruh. Like, bro, what? That nigga he's actually insane. No, texting those type of paragraphs with no response. 23 seconds to scroll, exactly.
Today, I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans, and we are blessed with 2 magnificent pictures here. On the left, it is Ruby Rose posing with her #1 piggy bank dumper. Now let's turn our attention to Exhibit B and we can get the statistics. So he has been subscribed to her OnlyFans for a month and has spent a total of $62,000.
Oh, it was 62.
What else the people spending
I thought it was more than that.
the whole lives raging in comment sections? Often though, they're just the same people. GTA also excels in specifically deconstructing American culture as well. While lots of other shows, movies,
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 60, but 62 bands in a month is crazy.
Games do this, GTA does it in such a complete and direct way that it's unique. Every detail is a masterclass in satirizing America. From the way the adverts on the radio sound, the ridiculous political campaigns and billboards, it's uncanny how close they are to reality.
The same report says he allegedly used campaign money for a flashy Las Vegas holiday, a shopping spree at makeup store Sephora, and for payments to OnlyFans, a site known for adult entertainment. He's now facing 23 federal charges.
The satire is most visible though in the names Rockstar gives their fake companies. Facebook turns to Life Invader, Fox becomes Weasel News, and Goldman Sachs is renamed to Schlongberg Sachs. While they might be juvenile, these names are working on another level beyond crass humor. They're poking fun at the doublespeak way that companies name themselves, something that's ubiquitous today. Companies don't fire people anymore, they downsize or they restructure. Reductions in pay or the company's revenue becomes adjustments instead. What began as little more than stupid buzzwords in boardroom meetings has infected every layer of society. Today, companies are so terrified of the truth in their PR image that the names barely mean anything anymore. Facebook became Meta and Twitter turned into X. Both of the previous names actually meant something. Facebook actually was a book of faces in the beginning. Now they don't mean anything at all. Even company logos become bland and featureless. Just compare any big name brand's logo to what it was 10 years ago, nearly every time it's just a simplified geometric version of it. But with GTA 6 said to be the most expensive AA game in history, it might be an issue for Rockstar to properly satirize these mega corporations. They are one now. It'll take a bit of the momentum out of every shot they take at corporate America when they're a massive part of it. Although it might not be as big of a problem as people expect, after every GTA game and for the entirety of GTA Online, you're invited to get straight back into the criminal grind. Whatever lessons the protagonists learn about how they should value their family or get out while they still can always fall away. If they actually landed, the game would just end. Instead, there's an irony in how the main character can finish their arc, become a complete person, learn all these core values about humanity, then get right back into murder and mayhem. Rockstar are the same. Their character's arc finished with GTA 5. It was the definitive GTA experience, and they became one of the largest gaming companies in the industry. But now they're back to it all over again, but bigger and better. Rockstar themselves are large enough to be satirized in the GTA game, if only they weren't the ones making it. This is just one example of the million different ways Rockstar could take on modern culture in GTA 6.
It looks really fucking modern, if you ask me. It looks like really fucking modern. Like, this shit's gonna be actually insane.
A whole world of options for them. Considering it's taking place in Miami, we're pretty much likely to see some SoundCloud rappers at the very least, and all the degenerate podcasters. But overall, the way Rockstar just cuts through the nonsense and goes straight for the jugular is what makes GTA some of the best satire around. The only thing left to see is whether they can keep the ball rolling for GTA 6. These sorts of massive AAA releases only come along once in a while, and they're always a complete gamble. The more highly anticipated a game is, the bigger risk there is of a complete flop if it doesn't reach people's
like fucking Cyberpunk.
expectations. For gaming audiences especially, the reactions can be a little on the extreme side. Considering people have been waiting over a decade and the games have had more than $1 billion thrown at it, the possibilities are limitless.
Damn. I forgot about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, I had to get my money back, bro. It was so hiccupy and trash, man. They released that it was just not fucking ready. Cyberpunk was not ready, bro. But, W video, man.